Hi everyone, Namaste. Welcome to week 3 of the Root Nervous System Reset Program. Today we're going to be working on stress and sleep support. So I'm very excited. We're going to be introducing a new format of yoga here today. And just before we get in, I also want to announce that since I think because of these Red Sea cable cuts, there was a little bit of problem when I moved away from the mat with the recording. So I'm actually, for the people who will be viewing the recording later, recording through the phone as well. And I have you all on my screen here too. So I'll be looking in both places and talking as we go along. All right. So I hope that helps the experience for sure. And I also have a mic on. So I'm convinced that it's going to be a better all around recording that you all can reflect back with. So yes, what we're going to be doing today is it's going to be an introduction into restorative yoga, which is a very different form of yoga. If you have not practiced it before, and you all can message me and let me know if this is a format that you have practiced or heard about, and how do you think it is different. But just to explain, restorative yoga, we use props. So as you will be seeing today, I already have, and so please also you get this ready before we move on with the recording, which is I'm using 2 cushions. You can use 2 pillows because this is for sleep support. So it's designed to meet you on your bed in the night, especially if you're having a lot of disrupted sleep, then how to go back to sleep and have that restful sleep, because we know that matters so much in terms of the repair system of the body and also the nervous system reset that we need. So restorative yoga uses props in a way that we are able to let go and relax, because we are so alert all day long and always moving in that, like I said last week, the stress mode of go or fight and flight, that we are unable to rest and let go, especially mentally and hence physically when we're meant to, or even emotionally. So restorative yoga takes out the reaching, the having to achieve another goal, that oh my god, mentally, why am I not able to reach my feet, or when will this get better, this constant inner self critic that we have going on inside. Sometimes we may be aware of it, sometimes we are not even aware that this is happening, right? But this happens to a lot of us, and because that sort of mental chatter is happening, the body is always tense, the jaw and neck are always clenched, the lower back is gripping, and the breath of course stays in that shallow and high movement, right? So for sleep, specifically, what are the 2 messages that the body needs? One is that you are safe, right? That happens from our core, from our center. I'm safe. The day is done. As we're getting ready to rest and sleep, it's time for me to relax and let go, right? The second message that the body needs is that it's okay to do less, right? So even as we're getting into our yoga session today, these restorative shapes are not going to look anything like, oh my god, check out that flexibility, or see the strength here. No, it's going to be about closing, and it's very inward, right? And how it looks anyway, yoga looks different on every body, so we shouldn't be really looking at any body and saying that, oh, my yoga is as good or lesser than anybody else doing it, because it is different everywhere. My body internally, my bones are different to your bones, and hence how it's even going to hold that, it's going to be very, very different, right? But restorative yoga, especially because of the props, helps to disengage that even further, to where we are not trying to achieve an aim, and hopefully also close the inner critic with, it's okay, I'm doing less, it's fine, right? So we're going to be in these restorative shapes and working on longer exhalations today. We'll also be introducing pranayam today, right? The pranayam techniques. We're going to be doing alternate nostril breathing, and we're also going to be doing Brahmari, which are 2 techniques that I really want you to pick up if you're having disturbed sleep, and do it through the night. But I'll do more of that as I move on to the mat and get into that. We'll be reusing a lot of what we did in week 1 and week 2, because those were your foundations, especially week 1. We're going to come back and do our box breathing, neck releases. We're going to do the exhalation wrap around the core, which is what we learned last week, and our pelvic tilts, which we worked on in week 1, we built on in week 2, and we're still going to use this here, right? But This week, we're going to be using it in sleepy and supported positions so that your system, like we said, can let go. So that is the main theme and arch of what we're doing today. Also, I'd love to know, like last time, what has helped you most so far? What are you able to practice or take now that we're into week 3? We've been with these practices for a while. I hope it is setting into your body, into your memory. So, is it that you remember to practice? Is it the box breathing? Is it the pelvic tilts? Is it the neck releases? Or is it the exhalation wrap? What do you feel helps you the most, right? So, please write in and let me know. As always, you will be getting a one-pager student handout along with the video, which will sort of, I hope you save those pages that I've been sending you every week, and maybe it's just on your phone or just different ways to remember and to go back to the recordings and, work out with it. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into our arrival breathing, the box breathing, and then I'm going to move on to the mat and we're going to go into the restorative pose. So like I said, please grab 2 pillows if you haven't already. You can also grab a blanket like I had last week. I'm actually sitting on one. And if you want to even have 3 pillows, that's fine, because the more elevated we are today in these restorative positions, or maybe the most supported is a better word, the better it is for us to reach the aim of what we're trying to do, but it's something that should be available in your bedroom, okay, so that when you're going towards sleep you have this available for you. Okay, so actually I'll move back now. We'll start into our breathing and move from there. Okay, so all right, so let's go ahead and get started. Meet me back here on your mat, and we're going to start with a little bit of our breathing. So from here, just allow yourself to arrive as you are. Don't worry about your posture or anything yet. Let's just turn the palms facing up. So this is something you can do seated in your bed or maybe on a chair, or just, wherever this meets you in terms of the breathing. You can even do this lying down. I'm going to be showing it seated today, but you can also do this lying down on the bed. So let's begin. Inhale, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Just letting go of the day. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale. So that sound of the breathing on the exhalation really helps to relax the nervous system. Let go. Again, inhale. And like we said, we're working on longer exhalations today. So exhale. And just observe wherever you're holding on to stress, your shoulders, your neck, the jaw from the day, the forehead. You can just sort of let it go on that exhalation as you breathe out through the mouth. Now let's come to breathing in and out through the nose. So inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. So you still want to make that sound of the ocean wave, the sigh, as you're exhaling out. So inhale. Exhale through the nose. And this is the Ujjayi Pranayam, or the yogic breath, the victorious breath as it's translated to. And this is the only breathing we sort of keep up in yoga. So you may be hearing me as I'm exhaling. It's a little loudish so that you can hear it. But actually that sound can be very soft enough just for you to be able to hear. But we're doing that ocean breath, the calming breath, to just relax the mind, relax the body, prepare, as in this session, as we're doing, ready for sleep, ready to break the mental patterns and energies through the day. So this is very important as the arrival grounding that we do even on the beds to get ready to sleep. And let me know, I mean, I have done an entire session previously, not here, but on sleep hygiene. So let me know if that's something that you all would be interested in knowing about further, as what to do as the steps before we actually get into bed. Yeah. All right, so now let's get ready. We recall back to our box breathing, the very first thing that we've learned here in this program. So let's bring one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly. Inhale, take a deep breath. Let the belly come out into the hands and the chest come out into the hand. Exhale, let it go. I'll do it with you now. So again, breathe in, breathe out. And recall from week 2 where we were involving the core. As you exhale, gentle wrap by the belly, right? The belly over here, about 20 to 30%, correct? So again, inhale, let that wrap go now. And exhale, coming back to wrap. So that is a recall week 1 and 2 together. So I hope you all remember that again. And exhale. Now we can also, if you remember the practice, add in the pelvic tilt, right? So remember our seated pelvic tilts. These are all the things that help us relax, release, let go of the gripping in the belly, the back, the shoulders, the chest, the breath. So important. The minimum practices that we can keep doing through the day, right? Exhale. Gently, slowly wrap as you finish the exhalation around the belly and pelvic tilt. Good. Supporting the back and letting go in the lower back as we exhale. Good. Awesome. Now from those positions and remembrance, let's go ahead and start our box breathing. So we're going to do it at a 4-4-4 count. The first round, build up to 5 and 6, 3 rounds together. Okay, so I'm going to count you in. So inhale, exhale completely, and all in Ujjayi Pranayam. Let's begin. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you do that final exhalation, remember your wrap and remember the tailbone tuck. Let's bring the hands, palms facing up on top of the thighs, on top of the knees. Inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale. You can breathe out through the mouth or through the nose. Since this class is designed more towards sleep and the fact that you would be doing it on the bed or getting ready to sleep, I'm not really working on straight posture. This restorative class is different to that. So if you find yourself starting to get tense and wondering about, am I holding this right? Am I, just forget all of that. Mentally try to just let go of that reaching and achieving. It's a very different form of just meeting the nervous system where it is and preparing to sleep, not getting alert and mental activity. We want to downplay that, downshift that, right? So don't worry about the posture and is this looking right or how it is. Just let that go. All right. So usually what we would have done in the other classes is sort of started our neck releases, our shoulder releases here in the seated position, but we're not going to be doing that today. Instead, we're going to be going into our restorative poses, and then we'll try to see if we can do easy, gentle releases there whilst getting sleepy or maintaining sleep if you're doing this through the night, right? So let's go ahead and meet into child's pose. And you can grab, now it's up to you whether you want to grab 1 or 2 pillows, depends on how much you want to be supported, right? So if your pillow is a little longer, you can set it like this, right, depending on where you're going to reach. Or if you feel you want further height, if you feel that you need more support, then please feel comfortable to take another pillow and sort of stack it up like this. Okay, so you're going to have to sort of play around with this, and I hope with the recording you get the opportunity to do that, because you can sort of play, pause, check, and then come back, or you can even practice with the recording again, practice a different stack, because the body is different every day, right? And also, especially during, for the women during our menstrual cycle, this is a great way to release pressure and cramps in our lower back. Yeah. So I'm going to set it up as I showed first in this version, and I'm going to sort of see how I'm feeling. So knees are open, wider than the cushion or pillow, or at least to the edges of your mat, or by now you know, because you're not going to have the mat on the bed. But just open up the knees, and then let's go ahead and stretch out the arms. And this feels so good already because you're sort of stretching your back very nicely here. So inhale, exhale, and let go. Let's just start to melt into the mat, into the pillows. 1, 2, and I just want you to take deep, slow breaths here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now from here, as the back is releasing, we're going to stay here and sort of get into our neck movements. So what you can do here is just turn your head towards one side, any side, doesn't matter if it's right or left. And just allow the neck to release like this for 10 deep breaths in and out through the nose. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I just like to show you, as you can see, I'm not stretching out my arms. My arms are completely relaxed in this pose. You can also bring it to the side like this if you find keeping it on top of your pillow or cushion is uncomfortable. Let's do the other side. Inhale, exhale, turn the head to the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now from there, bring the head back center. Remember the isometric pushes we had done. So you're going to basically press the forehead, if you can, into the pillow and release. Again, press it in about 3, 4 counts and release. We just want to relax the back of the neck. And then of course, if you do feel like moving a little bit more, let go of any tension, you can do that. If you just want to melt into your child's pose and hold it, you can do that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll start feeling a lot of release here, especially in this low back region. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's slowly come up from here. So again, just a great micro practice. You can just practice child's pose on its own anytime you're getting into bed or even getting out of bed. So I have found that when I am waking up in the morning and I can feel my back's feeling a bit compressed because of the no activity, I like to do that pose. Now I'm going to show you another pose as well. I'm going to push this to the side so you can see me clearly. Now this is a forward fold, right? And how do we usually learn the forward fold is that inhale, take the hands up, exhale, reach, correct? But we're not going to be doing that here. This is the restorative version. So what we want to do is just allow the feet to relax, your knees can be bent, and we're sort of just going to melt over the pillow. Now, as you're melting over the pillow, you can see, even for me, if I don't want to reach, I would need a second pillow stacked over here. So for that, let's go ahead and bring another pillow. And for me, maybe this is where, as I melt into the pillow, support for my head is what feels good. Okay, so I'd like you to discover the same thing for yourself as well, depending on where your body is, right? So let's go ahead and melt here. I'm going to make a pillow of my hands and sort of stack it, or a fist. You can even do this just to relax the head, right? So let's get 10 counts here, breathing in and out through the nose. 1, remember, no reaching, no activating, just keep it relaxed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Whilst you're here, I'm just going to explain where you should be feeling this. So again, this is also targeting your lower back, but unlike child's pose, this also targets the back of your legs and the calf muscle. So this is really beautiful for that as well. So feel free to repeat this for, actually restorative yoga holds would go on for about 2-3 minutes. So let me know if you want me to do something where we can hold this for 2-3 minutes. So I'll make a longer restorative yoga video. This is just an introduction to it, so I'm doing it in small bits and pieces. All right, so from here, let's move to the next series of poses that we're going to be doing. And this we're going to be doing lying down on the side. So let's go ahead and lie down on any side. Like I said, we'll be doing both sides, so it doesn't matter which side you start on. We're actually going to bring the pillow in between the legs here, which is also, by the way, a great sleeping position. If you have another pillow or blanket, you can bring that underneath your head. So like I said, restorative yoga is all about feeling totally supported here. And what we're going to do here is just understand deep breathing here. So if you're waking up through the night, if you're not able to get sleep, how can you self-soothe through yoga and breathing and speak to the nervous system so that you can relax, right? Because this is what is in your control to be able to do. So from here now, I want you to concentrate on your back body, which is your entire spine region and also the upper back as you breathe. So we're just going to take in this lying down position 3 deep breaths. Okay, so inhale, feel the back body move. Exhale. Good. 2 more rounds. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. So that's a good place to start from there. And next, what we're going to be doing is doing our pelvic tilts. So here again, hold on to the pelvic region here. It means your hip. And it's a small movement. Tuck, release. Remember? So tuck, pull the belly in and up. So this is the third position that we're learning pelvic tilts in. Inhale, exhale, tuck. And let's do this. 4. Inhale, exhale, tuck. 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, exhale, tuck. 9. Yes. One more. 10. Very good. So I already feel that so much pressure is releasing from my lower back when I practice this. Now from here, we're going to add in an upper body thoracic spine twist. So inhale, take a deep breath. Open up the arm. And exhale, bring it back. We're going to do this about 5 times. So again, inhale, open, and you can sort of keep the elbow bent, like I don't have enough space, or you can keep the arm open, up to you, just giving options. 3, because nothing is right or wrong here. It's just what's good for your body. Inhale. This is round 4. And then we're going to hold that last one. Inhale and hold the twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly release, bring it back. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and do all these poses starting with the breathing on the opposite side. So for you, if you were in bed, you're just going to turn that side and do the same thing. For me, since I am here facing the camera, I'm actually going to switch my side and move. So again, the setup is the same. And you can do the same for the video as well. You can either turn around and look at the screen, or if you can practice it with your eyes closed and just following my voice, that would be great as well. So pillow in between the legs. And like I said, this is a great sleeping position as well, especially if you suffer from lower back pain here. So the spine is actually straight. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and start our breathing. 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Belly rising, chest expanding. Exhale. Two more rounds. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Inhale. And exhale. So those were our 3 rounds, just getting us ready. Now we're going to start practicing 10 rounds of our pelvic tilts with the support 20 to 30% of the belly. So inhale, exhale to tuck. 1. Like I said, it's a small movement. 2. But we're learning all the ways that we can practice this. 3. Like I said from last time, helps to strengthen the pelvic floor, especially for women, reduces pain in the lower back. So this is extremely important, especially for posture. 5. 6. Exhale to tuck, wrap as you tuck. 7. 8. And for everybody watching the recording later, if any of these instructions don't make sense, please reach out to me. 9. Now inhale, exhale, tuck and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. So this is especially great. Long day of sitting, too exhausted, don't have time to roll out the mat and do yoga. Just do these practices in your bed. And if you forgot to do it in the night, do it in the morning. If you're having disturbed sleep, do it through the night. Whatever you remember, trust me, every little bit helps. And the more you keep practicing with this, the more you'll remember during your sleep what I can do. All right, let's start our thoracic openings here. So inhale and exhale. You don't need to go for such a huge range of movement if you don't have it, right? So you can even stop here as long as you feel the stretch in the upper back. Exhale, bring it back. Yeah, so be safe with the range of movement. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. And 5. And hold. Remember, you can bend at the elbow if needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly release, bring it back. All right, great. Now from here, we're going to be moving into supported butterfly pose. Okay, so for this, I think you will need about 3 pillows, one for your head if you're using it, and 2 for your legs or your knees. Yeah. So let's go ahead and set it up. I'm not going to be using the one for my head today, but I'm going to go ahead and set up. So let's say you're in a seated butterfly pose. You want to bring your cushion or pillow supporting your leg like this. Okay, and you take this on the same side and just place it underneath your thigh. Okay, now from here I'm going to adjust my feet at the position I want and gently start to lie down on my back. So this is the position. Wow, already feels very, very supported for my hips. And I'm just going to let go of this a little bit so I can just relax into the mat here. And we're going to start again with a bit of breathing over here, correct? So again, great position for the women, especially because you're releasing any stored up, pent up emotions, tightness in your hips, and just kind of letting go, release in this restorative pose. It's a very, very powerful one. Supta Baddha Konasana, or just reclining butterfly pose with the props, right? Now from here, inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale, release. Just let go. Again, inhale, let the body feel it's safe, it's supported. It's time to rest. Exhale. One more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now you guessed it. Let's practice our pelvic tilt. So inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale, tilt, right? Exhale, release. Again, inhale, take a deep breath. Exhale, tilt. Release. 3. And you don't have to do these full 10 counts when you're sleeping. This is just practice with me, so you actually get the range of movement for your tilt. Let's say you're doing this through the night, you can just take a tilt, hold, release through the lower back, and count to 10 in your mind. Practice that about 3-4 times. That's more than enough. This is just for us to be able to understand posture and position on the mat. Let's hold this last one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Let it go. Now just take the arms over the head. Hold the opposite elbow joints, expanding through the ribs. This is like a supported fish pose. And I'm counting till 10. Take as many deep breaths as you can because the ribs are expanded, lungs are expanded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly release. You can bring the hands down as well. Let's just do a full body stretch over here. Straighten out your legs. Take your arms up over your head. Take a deep breath. Lengthen. Exhale. Release. So that feels really good, especially to relax and stretch out the lower body, the entire body. Sorry. Okay. Now from here, we'll be going into another pose, which is going to involve an incline for the legs. So let's go ahead and roll to the right and then go ahead and come up to a seated position with the support of your hands. That's the correct way to sort of get up. Okay. So what we want to do here is we're going to be placing our legs with the knees bent on top of the cushions. Now this is where the stacking really comes in. So if you want a bigger or a higher incline, you need to stack this up a bit more. Just be a little careful that you're stacking it in a comfortable way to be able to have the incline without it all starting to slip off. Okay, so I think 2 is a good level to start at. And what we want to do here is sort of scoot our hip into the cushion as much as we can and then start to put the legs on top. Knees are bent, like I said, and then just start to lie down. Right? So this is how we're going to be practicing our breathing and relaxation today. So this can meet you anywhere. And of course, let's say you're sleeping and you're having disturbed sleep and you don't have time to stack. You don't need to. You can do this even when you can do it without the pillows. Right? This is just an added thing before sleep. Very good for venous return. It helps to relax your heart. It helps to activate the digestive system. And because the blood flow is sort of reversing into the digestive organs, as well as the heart doesn't have to work that hard to be able to pump to the extremities of the body. So this is just a very relaxing position. So let's do our first breathing technique in this position today, which is going to be the alternate nostril breathing. Now I'm going to show 2 hand mudras for this. Take whichever one feels comfortable. The easiest one is bring the last 3 fingers into the palm. Use your thumb and index finger because we're going to be blocking both sides of the nostrils. The other option is open up all the fingers, bring the first 2 fingers into the palm and use your thumb and your ring finger for blocking. Okay, so you choose whichever is more accessible to you. Doesn't matter as long as we learn what is the breathing and get the benefits from the breathing, especially for sleep support. So let's go ahead and start. Your other hand is just going to relax through the side. And I'm going to display on the first option first. So just take the thumb, block your right nostril, just breathe in through the left slowly. When you're done, block the left nostril with the index finger, exhale right. Now inhale same side. Block, exhale left. That was 1 round. So we're going to continue this. Now sometimes people ask me, what if one side of the nose is blocked or you have a cold? If it is blocked, you just try to breathe as much as you can. Don't force it, and then continue the breathing just like that. Hopefully the nostril opens. If it is completely blocked, then of course you need to avoid the pranayam at that point of time. And especially if you have fever, don't practice yoga or pranayams just do these type of restorative poses, relax, because your body is already trying to recover from so much. Okay, so important thing also, I hope you all are not doing any of these exercises very close to a meal. Okay, make sure that you've had dinner, even if it's light, at least an hour or two before, anyway, before getting into bed. Or practice any pranayam as well 2 to 3 hours after a big meal. So best time is in the morning before breakfast. All right, so let's get started. We'll go ahead and practice for 2 minutes. I'm going to guide for a little time, and then after that, I'll keep quiet and just do the breathing with you, and then we'll close at the end of 2 minutes with this breathing. Okay, so let's begin again. Block your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale through the left. Block left nostril with index finger. Exhale right. Inhale right. Block. Exhale left. Next round. Inhale same side. Block. Exhale opposite side. 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 Let's practice one more round on our own. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And of course, if this feels good, you can continue with the practice. Pause the video here, or just remember you can practice this for up to 5-10 minutes. And it will relax your mind, your body, just bring you into complete balance. Fantastic breathing technique. And after you finish, just practice 2-3 deep breaths. Observe the changes in the body, the mind. I'm starting to get sleepy myself. So now from here, let's go for the third practice for our next breathing practice, which is going to be bumblebee breathing, Brahmari Pranayam. This we're going to be practicing with a mudra and a sound. So Brahmari has the sound of the bumblebee. So you inhale, exhale through the nose as normal. But as you're exhaling through the nose, you make the sound, one sound, doesn't need to be too high, of bumblebee breath. So it sounds like this. Don't do it yet, just watch me. And you exhale like that in one breath for as long as you can. If you need to take another breath, if the sound stops, just take another breath. That means your exhalation is over. And you start again. Now, the main thing is we do practice this with the hands. There is a mudra. But let's say you're in bed and you don't want to use your hands, depending on how sleepy you are, that's fine. However, if you do want to use the hands, if the room is not dark enough, then this is the way we do it. So you take your fingers, this is the easy version. You cover your eyes and then you take your thumbs and you're going to block your ears. Okay, so let's do it now all together. Of course, you can watch me as well for the demo, but we're going to do 5 rounds here. Okay, so let's allow the elbows to open to the mat, covering the eyes, covering the ears. Let's begin. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale.
Relax when you're done. This is one of the best pranayams to sleep because the sound helps to break up the sleeping pattern. It's not the sleeping, sorry, the thought patterns. Anytime that we're overthinking, the mind is just on, like I said in the start of this session. This really helps. That's why we're introducing the pranayam now, which is a great reset and relax for the nervous system and also to bring us into sleep. So please pick up, if nothing else, the pranayam, the breathing, to be able to bring yourself to sleep. Also, the sound it creates nitric oxide, which is very good in terms for the brain function and to help us relax. So this is one of the benefits that you get only from the Brahmari pranayam. Now we're going to go ahead, and once you're done, just stay in that relaxation. We're going to move into the meditation now. So you can stay here because this is a great supported position. However, if you feel you want to get off the props, you just bend the knees and then again roll off to the right. I'm going to come closer to the screen and do the meditation from there. All right, so just closing your eyes. Just allow the vibrational relaxation from Brahmari Pranayam. Allow it to relax the entire body. Relax all your muscles. Scan and see if there's any part of the body that is still trying to reach. Just tell that part that it's fine to let go now. This is our time for rest. It's safe. And just keep allowing the body to move into further and deeper relaxation. Do the same with your mind. Feel the effect of the Brahmari Pranayam for your mind. Letting the thoughts just dissolve. So today in this space, this energetic center is what we're going to concentrate on. This is known as the Ajna Chakra. Just visualize a nice dark indigo color if you can. If not, it's completely fine. Dark blue like the night sky blue. At the center of your forehead. As you're concentrating there, again scan the back of your head. Scan the shoulder blades, the back of your pelvis, the thighs, the calves, and the heels. Let each of those spots drop 10% more heavy. Let's come back here to the inhale for 4, exhale for 6. As you exhale, do that gentle waist hug, that very slight core activation. And then feel the belly soften. Inhale 4, count it in your mind. Exhale 6. And then waist hug. Again, inhale 4.
Exhale 6. And waist hug. Now you can continue this practice of the breath if you feel guided to, if your body needs that today. Otherwise, just come back to natural breathing, just the breathing at rest, which you don't have to control, but it gets softened and quiet on its own. And then from there, let's start to bring the awareness back to in between the eyebrows at the third eye, the Ajna chakra. Let that indigo light start to shape into a lantern or a lamp. And in that lamp is that soft indigo light. And this light guides. It's not blindingly bright or glaring. It's just a connection to your intuition, your perception, your thoughts. Feel with every exhalation that lantern glow becomes calm and clear. If there's any flickering of that light, it relaxes now, becomes steady. And this shows your thoughts and how you can calm down a racing mind, calm down the thoughts. And it's like each thought that comes up, you can feel it pass like the birds in the sky. You don't have to chase those thoughts, but you're aware of it. Keep concentrating on this imagery, the soft indigo light in the lamp or the lantern at the center of the eyebrows. Calm, clear. Now come to the bowl of the pelvis, which is resting on the earth, which is steady and grounded. As the light of that lantern gets clearer and calmer, more clarified, that bowl stays anchored. And then quietly repeat in your mind, calm is safe. My center supports me. My mind can rest. I am allowed to sleep. The night restores me. Again, calm is safe. My center supports me. My mind can rest. I am allowed to sleep. The night restores me. Repeat this in your mind as many times as you need to. Whatever you would like to hold on to and anchor in, let it set into the body, the mind, into the emotions, into your physical space. If you find that the mind loops again, which is natural, come back to the lantern space. Feel the bowl of your pelvis, which is steady, the lantern, which is calm, and ride one long exhale home. Let's practice this for the next few moments. Rest as long as you need to. And now to come out of this practice, you start to deepen your breath and gently start to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Just move the head side to side, release the neck. If you feel called to do that full body stretch we had done before, you can do that again. Just lengthen the back, the body. Exhale, release. And then hug your knees to this chest. Rock gently side to side, massaging the spine one more time. And then roll onto the right, making a pillow of that arm. And let's stay there for 2 breaths, practicing the breathing we learned into the back body today as we lie down on the side. So inhale, breathe into your back. Exhale. One more time, inhale, breathe into the back body. So we're expanding our capacity to take in oxygen. And then as you exhale on the next inhalation, use the support of the hands and come up slowly. Now you can just rest here. Don't worry about your posture again. Just allow to feel what this practice has done for you today whilst I close out this session. So tonight, what we have done in this session is changed the way we move in yoga, changing the shapes, you can say, for lack of a better word, so that your body can be okay with doing less but feel more fluid, more held. And here we've worked on that longer exhalation, the waist hug, and you can try to pick up one of these restorative poses we've taken today and make that part of your bedtime ritual. And also, like I said, if you want a little bit more information, we can do a separate thing on sleep hygiene, and then just get ready to have our body rest, which is what is so important. So I hope that has been beneficial for you. And for those who are celebrating Happy Navratri, let me know how you sleep. That's the most important thing. And send me any kind of, proofs that you'll have from your app readings or anything, or the fitness wearables in terms of how did this session work, because that's really important for me to gauge as well, and for you all to understand as well the power of sometimes doing less and not more. And I think that's what we all in this type of city living need to hear and know. And if we have evidence based facts to support it, then all the more it will bring more people in and benefit from what this program is. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me again, for staying with me for this program. I'm so grateful. Um, yes, let me know how you sleep. If there are any questions, as always, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All right, thank you so much. Take care. Namaste.